Hello students, today you are going to learn about vocabulary and how suffix is used to create new words in this session. All the words known and used by a particular person is called vocabulary. ஒரு மனிதனுக்கு தெரிந்த அனைத்து வார்த்தையுமே vocabulary தான். In English language, we use mostly two type of tools to fix, that is to join. இரண்டு வார்த்தைகளை இணைக்கிறது, prefixes and suffixes. Today we are going to learn about suffixes. Children, now I take the word color and the word full and join them to make a new word, colorful. குழந்தைகளா, நம்ம இரண்டு வார்த்தைகள் கலர் அண்ட் ஃபுல் இது ரெண்டையும் இணைத்து ஒரு புது வார்த்தையை கலர்ஃபுல்லை உருவாக்கிறோம். What is suffix? Suffix is a letter combination that are used to create new words at the end and joined at the end of the word. Suffixes gives new meaning to a word. Suffixes என்னன்னா ஒரு வார்த்தைக்கு பின்னாடி சில எழுத்துக்களை சேர்க்கிறது. இதனால உருவாக்கும் ஒரு வார்த்தை ஒரு புது அர்த்தத்தோடு இருக்கும். The suffixes you are going to learn today are less, full, er, meant. இன்றைக்கி நம்ம படிக்க போகிற நாலு சஃபிக்ஸஸ் less, full, er and meant. The first suffix we are going to learn is less. When we add the suffix less, it gives the meaning without. Without என்றால் இல்லைன்னு அர்த்தம். The word is toothless. Toothless means without teeth. இந்த படத்தில் அந்த பையனுக்கு ஒரு பல்லு இல்லை. The next word is careless. It means without care. படத்தில் உள்ள மனிதர் கவனம் இல்லாமல் கீழே விழுந்துடுறார். Here are some words with suffix less. Breathless, சுவாசம் இல்லாதது. Friendless, நண்பன் இல்லாதது. Homeless, வீடு இல்லாதது. Nameless, பேர் இல்லாதது. Restless, ஓய்வு இல்லாதது. Thankless, நன்றி இல்லாதது. The next suffix we are going to learn is full. When we add the suffix full, it gives the meaning full of. Full of என்றால் நிறைந்தது. Joyful, full of joy, மகிழ்ச்சி நிறைந்தது. Beautiful, full of beauty, அழகு நிறைந்தது. Here are some words with suffix full. Careful, கவனமுள்ள. Helpful, உதவியாக. Powerful, வலிமையான. Successful, வெற்றிகரமான. Useful, பயனுள்ள. Wonderful, அற்புதமான. The suffix we are learning is er. When we add the suffix er, it denotes a person who does the action. ஒரு மனிதம் செய்ய செயல் குறித்து வார்த்தை. Singer, one who sings, ஒரு பாடகர். Painter, one who paints, ஓவியம் வரைகிறவர். Here are some words with suffix er. Carpenter, thatcher. Dancer, நடன கலைஞர். Firefighter, தீயணைப்பு வீரர். Farmer, விவசாயி. Plumber, குழாய் பழுது நீக்குபவர். Winner, வெற்றியாளர். The next suffix we learn is meant. When we add the suffix meant, it denotes the name of the action. Meant வார்த்தை சேர்த்தா ஒரு செயலை குறிக்கிற பேர். Judgment, judge gives judgment. Treatment, doctor gives treatment. Here are some words with suffix meant. Achievement, சாதனை. Agreement, ஒப்பந்தம். Employment, வேலைவாய்ப்பு. Government, அரசாங்கம். Management, நிர்வாகம். Movement, இயக்கம். Students, Let us recall today's topic by completing the given activities. The first activity we are going to do is join the words and write the new word. இரண்டு வார்த்தைகளை இணைத்து ஒரு புதிய வார்த்தையை உருவாக்குதல். Dance plus ear, dancer. Entertain plus ment, entertainment. Fear plus full, fearful. The second activity is form new words with appropriate suffixes. சரியான சஃபிக்ஸை வார்த்தைங்களோட இணைக்கணும். ஸோ மொதல் வார்த்தை பீஸ், அதுக்கு இரண்டு வார்த்தைகள் ஃபுல், எர். பீஸ்ஃபுல். The second word drive, அதோட இணைந்த வார்த்தைகள் எர், லெஸ். சரியான விடை டிரைவர். இந்த மூணாவது வார்த்தை ரெஸ்ட், அதோட இணைக்கும் வார்த்தைகள் மென்ட், லெஸ், ரெஸ்ட்லெஸ். நாலாவது வார்த்தை கவர்ன், அதோட இணைக்கும் வார்த்தைகள் ஃபுல், மென்ட், government. Good students, let us move to the third activity. Add appropriate suffix to each word with the clues given. Children, you have to pick out one word from the each boxes. In the first box, words are given. In the second, suffixes are given. You have to join one word from each boxes and using the clues given, create a new word and correct word. Make something better. எந்த ஒரு பொருளையும் மேம்படுத்துதல். Development. A person, one who teaches. பாடம் கற்பிப்பவர். Teacher. Very pretty. மிக அழகானது. Beautiful. Having no money, பணம் இல்லாதது. Penniless. Children, the fourth activity is match suffix with word and write the new words. In the first column, words are given, and in the second column, suffixes are given. You have to join one word from each column and form a new word. The first word is given work. The correct suffix is er, and the new word is worker. The second word is friend, and the appropriate suffix is less. New word is friendless. The third word given is great, and the correct suffix for it is full, and the new word is grateful. The fourth word is pay, and the suffix for is meant, and the new word is payment. The next word is cup, and the correct suffix for it is full. The new word formed is cupful. The next activity given is fill in the suffix. In this, children, the suffixes are given in a box: full, er, meant, less. You have to choose one of these suffix and add with the given words. The first word is mind. The answer is mindful. The second word is encourage. The answer is encouragement. The third word is lead. Answer is leader. The fourth word is sleep. The answer is sleepless. The fifth word is measure. The answer is measurement. The sixth word is sweet. The answer is sweeter. The seventh word is thank. The answer is thankful. The eighth word is job. The answer is jobless. The ninth word is refresh. The answer is refreshment. The 10th word given is speak. The answer is speaker. Dear children, I hope you have understood our today's topic, suffix and its uses. Having a vast vocabulary will help you to master English in your day-to-day life. So try to know as many words as possible using dictionary at home. Write 10 words for each suffix: less, full, er and meant using dictionary in your homework note, and also the meaning and opposites for each words. குழந்தைங்களா ஒவ்வொரு சஃபிக்ஸ்க்கும் 10 வார்த்தைகளை டிக்ஷனரி பயன்படுத்தி கண்டுபிடிங்கள். அந்த வார்த்தைங்களுக்கு மீனிங்ஸும் ஆப்போசிட்ஸும் உங்கள் ஹோம்ஒர்க் நோட்டில் எழுதுங்க. We are going to learn about present perfect tense. Before learning present perfect tense, let us recall what we know about tenses from your previous classes. Tenses is used to describe an action in relation to the time it happened. Has it happened in the present or in the past or will happen in the future? So, tenses is divided into 3 types. They are present tense, past tense, future tense. நிகழ்காலம், கடந்த காலம், எதிர்காலம். For our convenience, we have divided these 3 into 12. For example, present tense is divided into simple present tense, present perfect tense, present continuous tense and present perfect continuous tense. What is present perfect tense? Present perfect tense is used to describe an event that has happened in the past and has present consequences, or an action that has been completed recently. கடந்த கால நிகழ்ச்சி நிகழ்காலத்தோடு தொடர்புடையதாக இருந்தால் அல்லது சமீபத்தில் முடிவடைந்த ஒரு செயலை குறிக்க present perfect tense பயன்படுத்தலாம். Do you know how many forms are there for a verb? There are 4 forms of verb. The 4 forms of a verb are present, past, past participle, present participle. We have taken the verb go, which is a present, and the past tense for it is went, and the past participle for go is gone, and the present participle for go is going. What is past participle? A past participle is a word formed from a verb ending with ed, d, t, n and n. We can see in the following tabular column the 4 forms of verb for some of the words eat, ate, eaten, eating, drink, drank, drunk, drinking, sleep, slept, slept, sleeping, read, 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 reading, write, wrote, written, writing, visit, visited, visited, visiting. We use past participle form of verb along with the auxiliary verb have, has to write present perfect tense. as in I have played cricket, you have played cricket, we have played cricket, they have played cricket, he has played cricket, she has played cricket, it has played cricket. Children, in the above examples, you can see that the verb is in past participle form for all the subjects. Only the words has changes. So remember, has is used for he, she and it, and have is used for I, you, we and they. Children, present perfect tense describes an event that happened in the past that affects the present. In the given picture, the girl invites the boy. We are going to Ooty. Will you come with us? The boy replies, no, I have gone to Ooty many times. The boy has gone to Ooty already, so he is not able to accompany the girl this time. In the next picture, the boy asks, where is your father? The girl says, he has gone to shop. He will return soon. Children, we can see in both the pictures what has happened in their past affects the present situation. Children, present perfect tense describes an action that was completed recently. In the given picture, the boy is very happy and says, yeah, I have completed my work. He has done his work recently. And in the next picture, the two boys have gone to a station, and just then the train has left the railway station. So the boy says, stop, the train has gone, which is a recent phenomenon. Children, let us recall and revise what we have learned today. The first activity is choose the correct verb form to complete the following sentences. Children, in this activity, you have to select the auxiliary verb with past participle from the given bracket, and according to the subject, complete the following sentences. The first sentence, I dash the Taj Mahal. I have visited the Taj Mahal. We dash the animal in our trap. We have caught the animal in our trap. You dash a beautiful painting. You have made a beautiful painting. They dash in yellow color. They have dressed in yellow color. He dashed a house in America. He has bought a house in America. She dashed her exam. She has written her exam. It dashed the bus stop. It has left the bus stop. Children, the second activity is fill in the blanks. you have to choose one of the auxiliary verbs given in the bracket and fill in the blanks according to the subject given. I dash never seen a cobra. I have never seen a cobra. We dash not found the dog yet. We have not found the dog yet. You dash arrived at the right time. You have arrived at the right time. They dash written 3 letters already. They have written 3 letters already. He dash just lost his wallet. He has just lost his wallet. She dash never forgotten her bag. She has never forgotten her bag. Children, the third activity is rewrite the sentence using the given words. Remember to use the appropriate subject with the correct auxiliary verb and past participle. The first sentence is, I have read this story. The subject has been changed into she. So we have to write it as, she has read this story. The second sentence is, Sanmati has given the book. Instead of Sanmati, the subject has been changed into we, and so we have to change the auxiliary verb. We have given the book. The third sentence is, my friends have come to the party. In this, instead of my friends, the subject has been changed into my friend, and so we have to change the auxiliary verb. My friend has come to the party. The next sentence is, the manager has accused him. Here also, instead of manager, the subject has been changed into you, and so we have to change the auxiliary verb. You have accused him. And in the last sentence, the flight has lost the contact. And instead of the flight, I is the subject, and so we have to use the auxiliary verb have. The sentence is, I have lost the contact. The next activity is, choose the verb and complete the sentence. Children, you have to select from the given box the past participles appropriate for the given sentences. John has dashed a letter to his father. John has written a letter to his father. Akshaya's brothers have dashed to the educational tour. Akshaya's brothers have gone to the educational tour. We have dashed the first prize twice in 2 years. We have won the first prize twice in 2 years. Hilda has dashed a new toy to play. Hilda has given a new toy to play. Vidya and Fatima have dashed biryani for the party. Vidya and Fatima have prepared biryani for the party. The next activity is, change the following sentences to present perfect tense. In the given sentences, you have to change the verb with the appropriate auxiliary verb and past participle. One has been done for you. She writes a letter to her friend. She has written a letter to her friend. Muhammad loses his purse in the crowd. Muhammad has lost his purse in the crowd. They eat all the bananas themselves. They have eaten all the bananas themselves. I booked 2 tickets for my brother. I have booked 2 tickets for my brother. Mahesh gives the book to his friend. Mahesh has given the book to his friend. Children, the next activity is write sentences in present perfect tense. The sentences are divided by slashes. You have to join them using the correct past participle and auxiliary verbs and create a new correct sentence. The first one is, they ask a question. They have asked a question. He speaks English. He has spoken English. Tony built a house. Tony has built a house. Raja come just now. Raja has come just now. They buy their car just now. They have bought their car just now. Children, remember to write meaningful, grammatically correct sentences. To describe and narrate incidences, we must use present perfect tense with the proper auxiliary verb have, has, with the correct subject and past participle. Thank you and have a nice day.